is wisdom and guidance. How are you today? Well, we made it. We got through to the end of the weekend. It's been a good weekend. All good. Energy is flowing. Energy is taking momentum. I did a bit of a live this morning. So if you saw my live, you would have heard me telling you this week coming up all about the momentum, but it's also about honoring you, self-worth, your worthiness, what it is that you want, being very focused and driven in your direction, and also not to overreact to things or react to things, rather respond. Be very mindful of how you're going about your business this week. Got a quarter moon in on Friday that is all about clarity. By Saturday, you will know your next step. You know, I feel like all I can see is stepping stones right now. This is the picture they're showing me, stepping stones across a river. We're on our stepping stone, the next stepping stone now. We are going to be stepping onto, but it's just making sure that what's going between those two stepping stones is what is going to be not going to knock us off balance. It's going to be helpful to us to go forward. When we're ready to make that step, we'll make that step. So let's see what our guidance is coming for this beautiful week. A straight body is not afraid of a crooked shadow. Ooh, now that's an interesting little thought. A straight body is not afraid of a crooked shadow. So you might come across something this week and you shouldn't be afraid of it, because you are a different person than you were before. You will handle things differently. Since you're dreaming, dream big. So big ideas now, big opportunities arising, maybe choices to make. A crooked shadow you're not going to be worried about. I don't think we're going to allow anyone to knock us off our stepping stone. Okay? Be very aware of that this week. Whoever might be coming into your energy, be very aware of that. Right, let's see what our guidance is. Starting off today with the Inner Temple Oracle, we've also got what does your soul want you to know, the soul coaching cards. So what does our soul want us to know today for this coming week? And I've also got my beautiful Cozy Witch Tarot. And on the table still is from this morning, our little guide cards, our little guidance cards. So they wanted to stay. So let's see. All right, let's have a little look. What is our guidance, please, for this week? Going forward, our next stepping stone, I'm hearing. I just keep hearing it. It's there. It's ready. It's momentum. This energy is still momentum. It's not heavy energy. It's lovely energy. It's good energy. It's kind energy. It's light energy. It's beautiful energy, actually. Yeah, the end is also the beginning. There we are. So there's your portal. There's your guidance. Very strong. You're ready. You're being guided. The energy is pulling you now. In it goes into the stand. And this is what our guidance is going to be telling us today. Where's my book? There we go. Oh, no, that's not it. It's the book. Oh. So let us see. The end is also the beginning. The end is also the beginning. And I love that for us, because sometimes we might hesitate to take a step. And, you know, when you can remind yourself that the reason why the darkest night is underneath, which is very magical. It is the cover card. The darkest night. Very magical, really huge guidance. So you might come across a little bit of this challenge, this darkness. And you remind yourself, this crooked shadow is not going to get the better of you. Remind yourself that endings bring about a new beginning. That's what this is about for us. The end is also the beginning. The end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. Mourning is on the other side of mourning. Healing is on the other side of feeling. Rebirth is on the other side of death. Everything in this world begins again if you have the courage to let it properly end. Life is always trying to initiate us into who we're becoming. It's nature's way, and it always involves change. Change is the one constant in life. Nature is the greatest mystery school there is. The snake knows, the rosehip knows. We tend to surrender what once was to one day be reborn anew. Change can be scary, for it means surrendering to the unknown and trusting in your rebirth by letting go of once was, to being not who you were and to not quite who you'll soon become. It requires us to trust in this transformation stage. For we are always transforming, to trust in the death for the rebirth to occur. And that has been the energy, even this morning in the live. That was the energy: rebirth, change, transformation, and new things coming. True love, abundance, luck, all sorts of great, beautiful possibilities coming about because we made space for them. And you can call them your stepping stones if you so wish. But those stepping stones are there. They will be presented to you. And I just want to share something with you as well that I forgot to mention earlier. When I go for my little walks, as you guys know, I always find little trinkets and have little gifts. And I love what I find. Today, there was this card on the floor and it was bent. You know, it was like in half. And it was on the floor, just a sort of normal business sort of card. But it said on it, special treasures. And just before, I'd been walking along and I'd been thinking about the gift of the money I'd had. And I was thinking, I wonder what's next on my path. That was my thought message that went straight up. And there was this card, some special treasures. And I thought, how apt, how beautiful was that for me, you know? So the more we resist change, the further away from who we're becoming. The more we resist change, the more disconnected from life force and life we become. So when we embrace the change, we embrace life. Your soul here came here to truly live. It's the bridge of spirit and matter. So are you being called to release something? So I feel like this week, that's what might come about. And that's why we've been guided very much so to don't do the react thing. Do the respond. Take your time, take a pause, think about things. You know, is it going to be worth you responding or not? What would it bring? You know, is it worth you getting involved? Whatever it might be, you will know. But just make sure that you are very mindful of this moment, this week, because that is the energy of the planets, the alignments. And they will, you know, it is about this new beginning, and you want to step onto that next stepping stone now. Okay, so let's get some soul coaching, some guidance, please, for this week. What does our soul want us to know? The end is the beginning. So can we have some guidance, please, for this new beginning? Let's get some guidance, please, for this new beginning. It could be a quick stepping stone next week. Yeah, beautiful. An opening. An opening. It is lotus flower opening up. And remember, the lotus flower is the only flower that seeds and blossoms at the same time. So opening. Something is opening. Something is going to be presented to you. That's a very strong message with this card. We've also got healing and focus. Both of these came out, right? So stay with your focus. Stay. This is your transformation. This is your changes. You've been asking for this. So stay with the focus and healing. You've done a lot of healing, I'm hearing, and you are on the right track. And healing is part of this focus. Remember, you don't need to react like you would have before. Okay, there's the book. It's a new chapter. It's a new book. It's a new start. And finally, we have one more card, which is a fulfillment. So opening, something is opening that will bring about beautiful fulfillment for you. So just stay in the focus. Stay in the healed version of yourself. Look at how this little fairy is, you know, look at me, I'm here. So this is your new beginning. You know, you don't need to behave or to react into something, because this is something else being presented to you, this opening. Very beautiful card. Let us see what our guidance is here. So opening, number 35. Be open to receiving the gifts of the universe. There's nothing to fear. So just like I did, I walked along and I was like, what is on my path today? What is the gift on my path today? And it was a special treasure card. I thought, well, thank you very much. Fling your arms up into the heavens. I am ready. Say you're ready. Just like that lotus flower opening up to the sunshine. You are ready. Doors of opportunity are opening to you. In nature, periods of contraction, winter, are followed by periods of expansion, summer. Although there are times in life to retreat, be guarded, and go within, there are also occasions when it's essential to be absolutely fearless in your openness and vulnerability, such as the present. Even if you're afraid, it's now appropriate to come out and open your eyes to new experiences, people, places, and things. So forge new directions and initiate new projects. Even if you've closed your heart because of the pain of the past wounds, this is the time to open yourself wide and full. Affirmation, I am open to receiving the gifts of the universe. All right. So are you ready? Are you open? Are you focused? Focus this week on exactly what it is that you want fulfillment for. What fulfills you? Deep satisfaction and emotional contentment will be unfolding in your life. Soon you will be reaping inner and outer riches and opportunities. Honor your success and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Honor your success. Honor who you are. Honor the healing journey you've been on. Okay? Don't go back into that past cycle, spiral. You know, this is the new beginning now. That's so beautiful. What a beautiful message. The secret of fulfillment is to practice positive thoughts because they connect you to your soul. From an attitude of joy, your desires can be fulfilled. There we are. That's amazing. Gosh, we're 12 minutes in and it's like so very clear, the cards today. So very clear. Incredible cards. All right. This week we get some guidance from our Cozy Witch Tarot. I love the Cozy Witch Tarot. I haven't used it for a little while, actually. Beautiful, beautiful deck. Lovely. So, focus. We're ready for this opening and fulfillment. You're taking the step. We are taking the step. Guidance for this week, please, Spirit. Beautiful. Okay. Guidance for this week, please. As we go towards our new beginning, as we take a step, as the energy keeps going. Beautiful. That's it. All right. Fine. What's underneath? The 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands. Look at all these people talking away. What's happening? What's going on? Okay. This could be the situation that you have to be very careful of in terms of responding or reacting. Don't let this crooked shadow give you any problems, okay? No problems from the crooked shadow. There's the Tower, all right? Okay, you can handle this. This witch looking very smug, as if to say, you know what? Let it fall. I'm fine. I'm good with this. That's interesting. And we have got the Devil card. Absolutely. This is your crooked shadow. Might be a little tempted this week with something. Be very aware, because we've also got here the 6 of Swords. Look at that. You've got 2 people in front of you, a full moon, and the swords are all packed. You're like on your broomstick. You're ready to go. I'm going to read this. And came out with the Lovers. And that came out and jumped right on top of fulfillment. So there definitely is an opening to love, to happiness, to contentment. That is amazing. All right, let me just grab my book. It is, because I do want to read the 6 of Swords to you. The Six of Swords. Sometimes you just have to get gone. Try not to take your troubles with you. So these could be your troubles in front of you. But try not to. It's, interesting how it came out on top of the healing and the fulfillment cards. This witch isn't going to spend one more minute where she is. She's already on her way with only a few necessities because it's time. Because time is of the essence, and sometimes it is better to get out with nothing than to hang on to things or people that are weighing you down. The devil, the crooked shadow. Absolutely, the Five of Wands. The old narrative, the old speaking. Yeah, let the tower fall, my friend. Hierophant card underneath that. Okay, you know this. You know this is your path. Your soul has been telling you this. Wow, an arcane gesture to summon the wind, and they're off into an unknown future. All she knows is that any place will be better than whatever she's leaving behind. Sometimes there are situations you simply can't fix. Unhealthy relationships, jobs that beat you down, dangerous or unproductive circumstances. If you're dealing with one of these, you have to ask yourself if it is time to cut your losses and just get out. And there is no shame in asking for help to do so if you need to, or maybe someone else needs your help to escape their own bad situation. It's okay to lend a hand as long as you are sure you're not going to end up carrying burdens that don't belong to you. And it came out with our beautiful Lovers card. And that is love is all around us. Two witches stand in front of a bonfire holding hands. The smoke from the bonfire rises above them to form the shape of a female winged spirit, her arms spread wide. In front of the witches sit two cats, their tails entwined to form a heart in the middle. The mood is loving and warm. There is love here, both on the physical plane and the spiritual plane, and the sense that no matter what, neither of these people will ever be alone. So if you do need leaving something, you have to trust in this. You have to trust Spirit. Spirit will be guiding you, loving you, looking after you. These witches have chosen to stand together. Maybe they are lovers in truth, maybe friends or siblings. More important, they are there together, making an otherwise mundane moment something magical. Because what is more powerfully magical than love? So if you are asked about love in your reading, then the Lovers may be the answer you are looking for, but it can also be about trust and love in general. Sometimes the Lover card symbolizes all the pieces coming together in perfect harmony. And that's kind of what Spirit is saying, isn't it? Just at the beginning of this week, we've got to remember who we are, that crooked shadow, whatever this is, you do not need to respond. At the end of the week, the clarity will be there for this new beginning, this opening up, this change in your circumstances, I'm hearing. And here you have these beautiful Lovers cards. If you're trying to make a choice, you may want to use this card as a suggestion to look into your heart, to discover which options give you that magical feeling of completeness and rightness. So what is it that you want right now? That is what you'll be asking yourself, probably during the week. Take it on board. Take what resonates always, you know. But if it feels like it's a good guidance for you, I'm glad. Please use it. I will use it. And just take how this is. You stay focused. I kept on about that. I kept saying, I see the stepping stones. Stay focused with the stepping stones. Definitely. Let us get some more guidance with these lovely little cards here. Okay, we have luck and true love. Jumped out again. Luck and true love. Focus again. Focus. And interestingly, the focus card is on top of the Five of Wands with the witches, and next to the focus card here on the table. So yeah, very, very strong requirement here this week. Stay focused. Stay focused on what it is that you want, who you are. Don't let this shadow, don't let this little devil cause you any problems. We have luck and true love. Now, I kind of feel like when it jumps out over this way and onto the floor, often that means it is coming, okay? Once you get to where you need to be, on your other side, we have true love next to the Lover's card. We have luck, so the Six of Swords, you're packing up. Trust in your guidance. Trust that that is exactly what it is going to give to you. And on top of fulfillment and healing, we have toxic and opening. So something that was toxic, something that I think you're going to know about it. I think you're going to recognize it as it wasn't meant for you. Yeah, this is a new beginning. New beginning for you, okay? Very much so. It came out on top of fulfillment and lovers, the Lover's card. So it's a new beginning. It's a new change. So you've made space for this, I'm hearing. You've done really, really well, you know? Okay. And have the confidence now. You know, in one of the last podcast I did, Mark Hatfield talks about a ladder against a wall. And you can be climbing this ladder, but if the wall doesn't feel good, you're not going to be happy on that ladder. Okay, so it's time for a change. Okay, change is coming. Change is what you've been asking for. Change is very important right now. I want to get, yes, the Sacred Traveler cards. I'd like the Sacred Traveler because Sacred Traveler as well will give us good insight into this week and how we're feeling about our next step. Lovely. Okay. So stay with the focus. It's purple. Intuition. Use your intuition, your gut feeling. How do you feel about that? Focus in. This toxicness, well, this has come out on top of opening and the devil, but the devil, let's have a little look at those. Okay. We have got discovering the truth. So we have this area where this week, stay focused. Remember who you are. Make sure you remember your worth, how you've changed, your healing. Okay, something is going to be shifting, opening up. You've made space for a new. You stand in the light of truth. Okay, you're discovering this truth this week. Okay, all is possible. So you'll be choosing your path, and the answers are within you right now. You can do this. Sacred Traveler, it's telling you very clearly, all right? The answers are within you. You can really change how you respond or whatever. And, you know, we've had this sort of idea in this last couple of days now where Spirit has been saying to us, you know, be very aware of how you are. Oh, I've got another card. Motivation. Interesting. I just seen another card on the floor. Motivation was at my feet. Look at that. That's crazy. Motivation. Yeah, you're going to definitely get motivated. I think this is really important. The Six of Swords energy. You are going to be motivated to make that change. Let's see. Where's our Sacred Traveler? Can't find it. It's got to be here somewhere. Sacred Traveler. Where's he gone? I can't find it. Oh. So, Sacred Traveler. Yeah, you stand in the light of truth. You do that. You make sure that you feel it. Very important for you this week. Who you are, what you want, how you feel. All important for you because this is your guidance and you take it on board how you feel. All is possible. You're choosing the right path, I'm hearing. Okay? And your answers are within with your new beginning, true love, luck, focus. This toxic situation you do not need. Focus. Keep focusing forward. Remember your healing. Remember who you are. Pack your bag. Off you go. Enjoy it. Tower is coming. It's only going to be a small shadow. It's not going to be a big one. Okay, it's a crooked shadow. but don't be afraid of it. Okay, we had that message. A straight body is not afraid of a crooked shadow. Since you're dreaming big, dream big. Hope you've enjoyed that. I think that's about all we need for today. Answering the call. The time is now. They just told me to look. Answer the call. The time is now. It's you're ready. Blessings are showering your life. There's your rainbow. Okay. True love, new beginning, luck. It's all going to come about because you've made space for this new beginning. You're stepping through that portal without any of the baggage, I'm hearing. So well done, you. Well done. Fantastic. Absolutely. Release control. Yeah. Surrender to your journey. Release control, surrender to your journey. It's amazing how spirit is just the conversation. Follow your bliss. Okay, follow your bliss, release control, surrender to your journey. It's all here for you now. So you will step on that stepping stone very happily, I'm hearing. Very, very happily. It's time. Okay, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give it a like and subscribe and share, because I like to keep my channel going. It'll really help with that. And, you know, there maybe other people need to hear these this wonderful guidance as much as you did. So please share this, or please like and subscribe so that other people can definitely reach out and have some help and guidance as well. We're all networked for a reason. So thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, what does that come out? Yep. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.